Hi everybody, this is Abhishek Gupta and this is the first video of this channel. So in this first video, I'm going to tell you how we can handle file uploads from MCP client like Claude Desktop to MCP Server. So first of all, I'll show you the demo and then I will give you the walkthrough of this code, okay? So let's first go to Claude Desktop. Let me open it, Claude Desktop. And yeah, so let's see my MCP server here. This is Fast MCP C1B6. This is the server which I have connected, and it has three tools. First one is to upload the file, second one is to get the file info, and the third one is to download the file. Okay, let me just tell it. First of all, let me just do one more thing. Just this is the thing. Just a minute. Okay, now this is the file that I want to upload. This is my own resume, so I'll right click on it and copy the path of this, and I'll say here upload this file. Okay, and I put the path of the file here. I hit enter. So now Claude Desktop will try to connect with my MCP server, and see here it is calling the tool. I'll say allow once. You can see the argument is the file path, okay, which I provided here. So now what this tool will do, it will go on this path and it will upload from here to AWS S3, and it will give the response. And you can see it has successfully uploaded it. It has given file key, status, message, status here, message, then S3 location. Okay, now the file is successfully uploaded. So now let's check whether it is uploaded or not to fetch the metadata about. Tell me the info about it. Tell me the info about uploaded file. Okay, just I'm giving this command as a prompt. Now it will try to call another tool that is has. Let's wait. Yeah, now it made a call to another tool with the file key as argument. Let's say allow. Now this file key that it got from here, so it passed that file key over here, and now it has got some response that yeah, this file exists in S3, AWS S3, and some other information about the file is there. Okay, now you can see this file upload, file key, file exist, yes, the size of file and content type, and the last modified date, it is in UTC. Okay, now let me show you the exact date and time just to verify, and also we will verify it from S3. Let's first verify it from S3. Let's go. This is my bucket, and in under this particular folder we have this file. Now let's first check the file key, f4e0.pdf. wait, f4e0.pdf. this one is exact, right? So now this is the file that we had, that we uploaded just now, and now we can open this file from here. Now this is my exact resume, and just to show you, this was the file I uploaded. Now let's open. This is the exact same file, exact resume. Okay, so this verifies that file upload is working. And also let me show you the time also, so that it's again 3:56 p.m. 19, and it is IST. So here the timing that is shown to you is UTC because of the data center, because the data center I selected is in US, United States, so that is why this collision of timing is there. Okay, but if you convert this UTC with IST, so you will get this time exactly. Okay, So I hope you got the demo. Let me download. I have one more tool here to download. Now download the file, and let's say we want to save this file somewhere in this particular job, in this particular location. As of now, you can see there is no file. Okay, just a folder is there. Now download the file and save it to this particular location. Now Claude Desktop will try to connect with my tool to download the file, and it is sending file key as input and the destination path as input. And you can see this is the exact same location that I input here, and after that this Abhishek Gupta.pdf, it Claude automatically appended it. Now I say allow once. Now it will try to download it and save it in that location. Let me first show you. Yeah, it has perfectly downloaded. It has got some response, status, message and everything. Okay, now let's see it has downloaded or not. Yeah, you can see it has downloaded here. Okay, now let me open it. See, this is that exact same file. Okay, this proves that we can upload files from MCP clients to MCP server, and we can do our operations on it. Okay, now first of all, let me tell you about the tech stack that I'm using here. Okay, so firstly, to upload files we need a cloud service. So for that I'm using AWS S3. You can use any other cloud provider. You can use AWS or GCP or Cloudflare R2 or Azure. It's up to on you, but concept will be same. You have to generate a pre-signed URL and just it will download everything. I'll show you the exact code, then you will understand it properly. Okay, so this is our setup here. So this is the main file where all the tool related settings are there, and this is the utils file where everything else is there. Okay, I'll explain you everything clearly and properly. Now first of all, let's do some AWS level setting, and then we will come here because it is very important. And if you do not know what is AWS and how to work with S3, so I will highly recommend you to watch any video on YouTube. It will hardly take half an hour or 1 hour max to max to understand at least the basics of S3 and AWS, so that you will be able to follow this tutorial perfectly without any issue. Okay, let's go on AWS to do some AWS related settings, and then I'll show you. Wait, yeah. So now you have to first of all create a bucket. Bucket is basically, you can say, a directory wherein all the uploads, all the media lives in, and you can create multiple buckets in AWS. If you want AWS tutorial also, please let me know, I'll create it for you. Okay, so this was the exact folder that where our we uploaded the documents. Okay, now under the bucket level you have to update the permission. You have basically in AWS everything is private unless and until you do not update it. So we are just updating the permission, because see, this is the third party code and this is the third party tool. Okay, now from third party tool we are trying to access this AWS, so obviously we need to have the public permission, and that is what we are updating. In Google Drive also, whenever you try to share any file with someone, so obviously you need to update the permission to public, then only the person can view it or edit or whatever the permission level you set. So first of all, let's go on S3. Under the permission, under the bucket policy, you have to edit it, and you have to paste this particular script like JSON. Okay, this is very simple configuration policy script, and here you have to update with your bucket name. If you try to copy this bucket name, this will not work. And after updating the bucket name, you just have to click on save here, and it may take some time, maybe 10 to 15 minutes max to max, and in most of the cases it happens immediately, so it depends. Okay, so here in this particular code, in this particular AWS policy bucket policy.txt file, I have given this JSON script, and you have to update your bucket policy here. Okay, make sure to have this slash over here, this is important, slash and asterisk. Okay, this says that under this bucket everything is accessible. Okay, so yeah, and this one more important thing, this Claude config.json. so here you can see when I added my MCP server to Claude, so this is the configuration that I'm having. Okay, just try to run this command, where it is, yeah, uv run FastMCP install Claude Desktop main.py, and it will automatically create this kind of configuration. And if it is not, so just try to mimic this. In future I'll come up with a video, because many people get confused with the configuration also, so I'll clear that out. So now let's move on to the code. I think basic setup is done. So first of all, let me give you a walkthrough about this main.py file. It is very simple file, and before moving to the code example, I just want to clarify that I'm assuming you have some basic experience about MCP servers and about Python coding. If you're absolutely fresher, so I think you will find this tutorial very difficult. So yeah, and one more important thing, if you find any problem, just paste this tutorial code on ChatGPT, you will get everything. And this code is always available to you at my GitHub. Let me show you this also, github.com/1abhishek/YouTube. You can go there and get the code. Okay, sure. Now let's go to main.py. so first of all, we are importing a FastMCP, and this S3 manager, this is our own custom class. I'll talk about it. Okay, basically this has all the code. So we have the first tool here, upload file, and we just want path, and then we are just passing this path to this particular upload file method, and that's it. And whatever the result we are getting, we are returning it. This is the first tool, and this is the second tool, exactly same, get file info. We are getting the file key, and we are just passing the file key to this method, get file info. And the third one, this is download file. We are getting here file key and the destination path, and we are just passing this to download file method. Okay, and we are just simply running the MCP server on stdio transport. Okay, and if you do not understand what is transport, what is MCP, please let me know in comments. I'll make sure to create detailed video on this topic, because these are the fundamental of MCP. Now let's talk about this utils.py, because here the main logics live. Okay, the entire logic of this application lives here. So now see, first of all, let's start with imports. So import MIME type. It is basically to get the type of file that user uploads. Second one is OS. We are importing UUID, then path. Obviously we are dealing with the path, because user is inputting the path instead of the file, so we need this path. And I'll also tell you about why we are dealing with like this with path. Why not directly upload the file to Claude Desktop, and that Claude Desktop will upload the file to our MCP server. As of now, this is not possible. I tried multiple things, but it is not working. And now I import Boto 3. This is the official Python SDK for AWS. We can interact with AWS services with Boto 3. It is official SDK from AWS, and this Boto core.exception.client error. This is again an exception Okay, and this .env, and that it is used to just load the environment variable. Now the main thing starts here. Now this S3 manager, we have this main class, and under this we have a init function, that is the constructor. Then we have this one method upload file, then another method we have this get file info, and another method is download file. So we have just three methods under this S3 manager class. Okay, so first of all, it is very simple piece of code. Okay, see, in the constructor we are initializing the client S3 client boto3.client. So we want S3 service to be used, and since S3 is a region specific service, so we are just getting the region. Okay, now bucket name, this is again we are getting it from environment variable. This is it about the basic configuration. Now let's move to upload file method. So now in this upload file method we are getting file path. Okay, now this file path, firstly we are checking if this file path exists or not. If it exists, then we will proceed further, or if it does not exist, then we will straight away throw a file not found error. Okay, and here we are guessing the MIME type of the document that user uploads. For example, here I uploaded the PDF. So if you see, the content type of the document is application/PDF. If you upload image, so document type can be image/PNG, image/JPEG, image/GIF. It really depends on the type of document you upload. So we are just trying to get this document type from this particular piece of code. So in MIME type we have this method called guess type, that this will help us to get the content type, and if it is not able to get the content type, it returns none, and if it is none, then we are setting the content type to application/octet stream. Now this octet stream is a generic one. Okay, let me show you on Google. Firstly Google it. Right. Okay, now see, it is a internet media file type that indicates a file contain arbitrary unknown binary data, meaning it is not a text file known as multimedia file. Basically it's a generic binary type. Just understand this. Okay, now here we are getting the file extension and the file key. File extension basically means for PDF it will be .pdf, for document Word document it will be .docs. so that file extension we are getting. Okay, and now we are creating this key under this F string. So user uploads, this is the folder that I have under my bucket name. So if I show you on AWS, so this is my bucket name, chatbox attachment Abhi. So under this we have this folder called users upload. So that is what exactly it is here written. Okay, so now this uuid.uuid4, it is basically used to generate unique string every time, so that the file name that we give is unique and it does not collide with the other files. Okay, so now see, here in this particular folder I have multiple files uploaded, and each one is having a different file name. Okay, and this is possible because of this uuid.uuid4, and then file extension here, this .pdf everything. So this is the file extension. Basically we are creating the name of the file from this particular code. Now after that, where the user has provided a file path, now we are going to that location and we are fetching the content. We are opening that file in binary format, binary data we are getting about that file, and now here we are simply uploading that file content binary file basically to AWS using this put object method. We are passing bucket, then key that we created here. Bucket is coming from the constructor, the body of the file, this file content, basically this is a binary file. Okay, see, as you can see, this is a bytes in byte format, and the content type that we got from here. Okay, if you are uploading PDF, so it will be application/PDF. okay, and once it get uploaded, we are simply returning everything. We are returning the file key, status, success, then message, and then S3 location. Now here you can handle exceptions and all. You can do a lot of things. It depends on you. Okay, so now I hope you understand how this file upload is working. Now let's go to another method, this get file info. It is also very simple one. It is getting a file key, and now it is just calling this head object method and passing the bucket name and file key. Now what this method will do, it will try to fetch the metadata about the file without downloading the body of it. Basically without downloading the file, it will get the metadata of the file. Okay, and just it is simply returning whatever it got. It basically returns a dictionary, and from that dictionary we are fetching the content type, content length, content type, last date modified, and this is a basic Python. Okay, see, this is last modified date. Nothing fancy here. If you just chat GPT, you will get whatever is there. Okay, and now this is under try catch, try except. Okay, so now if any exception occurs while downloading the metadata, so it will straight away throw the client error, and client error usually happens whenever the file is not found. Okay, so this is what we are just returning. If the file key is incorrect, if this file key will be incorrect, so there are 110% chances that this client error will occur. Okay, so this file key exists false, we are just simply returning it. And now let's go to this download file method. This is the last method that we have to discuss, and it is again a simple one. So this download file method, it is getting file key and destination path as input, and it is simply downloading the file from this download file method under S3 client. S3 client, this is like where it is in constructor. Yeah, this is coming from this constructor. Okay, S3 client dot download file, and it is simply passing the bucket name and the file key and the destination path. Now what this download file method is doing here, this method is going to AWS S3 server and downloading the file from it and saving it locally in my file system on this destination path. Okay, and if it is able to done it everything properly, so it returns a success message. And if there is any error, any error related to permission or any error related to file not found, so it says that client error and it returns that. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much everything about the file upload. I hope you understand this. As of now, MCP do not have this feature to directly upload the file, but this is the small hack that we can use. Okay, one more thing, if you want to connect with me and if you have any doubt regarding any of the topic in agentic AI domain, definitely connect with me on LinkedIn. This is the URL, and I will also add this URL in the description section also, so that you get it. Okay, and yeah, and since this was my first video of this channel, so please give me your honest feedback. How is the quality of the video, and what about my explanation? Please give me your honest feedback. I'll try to improve everything as soon as I can. And if you want more videos related to MCP, related to LangChain, LangGraph, Microsoft AutoGen, OpenAI SDK, basically the entire ecosystem of agentic AI, so please let me know. I'll make sure to give you some great tutorials about this. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.